Rosters are set. These guys now get to go out and play for real. No more of these preseason games. Now they're playing, and the records count.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their 5'11" quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson.
One of the more cerebral quarterbacks in the NFL. Analyzes situations, watches a ton of tape, adapts his game to whatever is presented in front of him. And despite the fact he's been in the league for 6 years, the future is still bright for Russell Wilson.
To throw is Wilson. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. And left side here, it's Graham. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big completion there on 3rd and short, keeps their opening drive alive.
Not only alive, but plenty of possibilities now. 1st and goal, and you know me, I'm a big advocate. If you're going to throw the ball, throw it early in the down and distance count.
And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer out him again.
Offense looks to punch it in here from the 1 on. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Eddie Lacy, his first touchdown in a Seahawk uniform. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. For Lacy, his first touchdown as a Seahawk after scoring 29 of them in the regular season in 4 years in Green Bay.
And I'll bet he's very comfortable in Seattle already, and here's why. Remember when he left Green Bay, everyone was talking about his weight and how much he was carrying. I know the administration in Seattle said, we want a big back. That's what we use in our offense. As long as he's comfortable, they'll just keep feeding him the football.
And feeding him the milkshakes. Now Hundley. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. Throwing Hundley. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most...
Jordy Nelson all by himself. Touchdown, Packers. Jordy Nelson, 61 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 20. The Seahawks heading out, and for them, 5 straight years of double-digit victories and a playoff berth. They've had their run of the NFC West and probably likely the favorites this season as well.
I would agree with that. The counter-culture Seahawks, because the way they...
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Clay Matthews in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
Complete. Richardson has it. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read.
now. Wilson on first down. Over the middle here to Wilson. A gain of 6 there on first.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Again, Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mike Daniels in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Reminder that later tonight we'll see the Giants and Cowboys battle in Dallas. Seems like they're always playing in week 1. And then on Monday night, a doubleheader. Adrian Peterson, his first game with the Saints. He's already back in Minnesota to play the Vikings. And then a 10-20 start on the East Coast. It's the first game for the L.A. Chargers traveling to Denver.
A nice AFC West matchup.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Packers making their way out. And again for them, feels like they're the team to beat in the NFC North. They've won that division 5 of the last 6 years. And Aaron Rodgers just feel like he has at least another Super Bowl left in the tank maybe, right?
I would say so, and I think there's probably some frustration that he hasn't gotten back to the Super Bowl after winning that one against Pittsburgh, because one of the top quarterbacks in the NFL, prime of his career, you don't want to waste that opportunity. And it came close last year going to the NFC Championship game. They want to take the next step. They have it all there in front of them. They know that they tend to rule that division. Now can they make that one last big jump in the NFC and get back to a Super Bowl?
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing that offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Caught on the right side by Adams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. He'll look to throw. Space to run past the 20. Caught by Nelson left side. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
I think many people thought Ty Montgomery would automatically go back to being a wide receiver this year. But it appears he's going to stay at running back. I know they drafted Jamal Williams from BYU, but Montgomery proving his worth.
And he proved it, proved it last year. 5.4 yards per carry, 4th best in the league. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Ty Montgomery, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Tyler Lockett now with the return. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 2nd down, Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kevin King, the rookie from Washington. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. If you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
A gain of 32 that time.
Sometimes, occasionally, Randall Cobb, someone gets taken for granted about his abilities to win big, doesn't he?
Well, the numbers last year, solid but not amazing. Just over 600 yards, 4 touchdowns. But he complements everybody else, doesn't he?
He really does, and his versatility is so big for them because he can actually run back to the backfield and be a running back as well as a slot receiver and someone who moves outside.
Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Here is Montgomery on 3rd and goal. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. A reminder coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of our first half.
LR, that's my man.
That's your guy. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. It's caught outright by Graham. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Jimmy Graham had a really tough injury in 2015 that ended his season, but what a bounce back in 2016. How did he not get any votes for Comeback Player of the Year?
I was just going to ask you that. Not that Jordy Nelson wasn't deserving, but 65 catches, 923 yards. That was the highest total by a tight end in Seahawk history.
And I think there's a chance that both of those numbers will increase in 2017.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football. Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be fourth and short.
And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And that will knot things up here late in the first half. And that three-point tally now means we are even here toward the end of the second quarter.
And what a way to end the half. Put some points on the board, feel better about yourselves as a team, and you're right back to even.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Try to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
The first update from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. Jimmy Garoppolo, a single touchdown pass to this point in that one. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives. With pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Frank Clark in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher pressure there. Thank goodness. That means this next drive is going to begin first and goal already at the 5-yard line. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree, all right? But he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I'll guarantee you, he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Paul Richardson from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football. And that's exactly what happened there.
And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. To throw now on 1st down. Lets it go for Nelson. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And incomplete on the deep ball. The new acquisition, Martellus Bennett, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll set up a throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And Adams has it complete. It's a gain of 20 that time. And it'll be a Green Bay 1st down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence. Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Lets it go for Nelson. Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And look out, I think he's going to go. 30, past the 20, 10, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out is Brett Hundley and the rest of the offense as they'll take over here. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So he's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They're going to look to throw. Time today. It's the Pro Bowl corner.
Partner, you heard the whispers in 2016. You heard that maybe Richard Sherman's a little vulnerable out there on the corner, didn't you?
Well, if I'm playing Richard Sherman, any extra incentive or fuel to be motivated.
No, he doesn't.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding.
Offense.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
He'll drop to throw. That is caught at the 7. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 4-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball, but he's made some pretty bad decisions.
This will be caught by Nelson for a Packer touchdown. Jordy Nelson, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. And he's got it up and through. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
They'll try to get the offense going with Lacey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Wilson on second down. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Clay Matthews in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. On is the punter, Ryan, to send this one away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. They'll try and start this drive in the air. The left side throw complete to Adams. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one. On the final act. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Now Hundley. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run forward Montgomery. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Ty Montgomery, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers are back within a score. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that third touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
Crosby on now to kick it away. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Montravius Adams in there to drop him, and that will go into the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. On second down, Lacey. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be.
And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
I think it's easy to say mission accomplished on that drive. The goal was to increase the lead. They did exactly that.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And that's complete to Adams. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Throwing, Hundley lets it go for Nelson. This will be caught by Nelson for a Packer touchdown. Jordy Nelson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. That will be their third and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Free kick out of bounds, kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
There's some good games around the league here early in Week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. He hits Baldwin right side. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. Following the penalty now, Lacey. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Bobby Wagner in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. This is caught at the 20. That one goes for 36 yards. And, partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover